I'm Kila.
And I'm Ashley.
And we met on TikTok.
2 trailers, 1 park.
And we were raised by 2 mother hustlers.
I raised my mama.
Oh my gosh, I did too.
Well, let's talk about that. We can talk shit about our moms, but no one else can.
Hello. We are back again.
With our banter and, just random shit that we're going to talk about. Last episode, we talked about June, the month of June, and what happened, but we didn't get to finish. And so something really epic happened in the month of June.
Yes, really, really epic.
And that was?
Cassie got off probation 3 years early.
Wow.
I know. We're going to cue the applause for that.
That's right.
So she has been working her butt off since she got out and wrote a letter, and they have seen how good she's been doing. So I think she wrote a letter to the judge, and he let her off probation 3 years early.
That's awesome.
So we can travel out of the country. She can get a passport.
So not just the state, the actual country.
Yeah, she didn't have to ask permission.
I was going to say, Cassie broke the mold because no one in my family has ever completed parole or probation early without violating at least 3 times. So congratulations.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying she never violated. Like, her violations were stupid, though.
But she didn't violate.
No, she didn't violate it. Like her ankle monitor one time, like.
But it didn't cue for like a violation where she had to go in front of the.
No, but I mean, they marked it, and she would freak out like they marked me.
Yes,
and I'm
right.
like, oh my God. Stop.
Oh no, I'm talking about actual violations where you have to go back in front of the judge and go, sorry about that.
Did I tell you the first time that I met her that she came home from prison and I was at Dixie's waiting for her that she wanted to watch TV, so I was trying to put TV in the bedroom upstairs, and she asked me to sleep with her because she was traumatized by coming out of prison for 12 years and how whatever.
Yeah, being alone.
So when I was trying to plug in the TV upstairs, I hit the internet thing, so it cut out the internet and the phone line for like the whole house. Like we had no internet, no phone, and so
it pinged.
This bitch was up all night. No, she wasn't even registered yet. It was the day she got home.
Oh.
She was so scared they were going to come and get her and take her back to prison. Like, she was up all night. And I'm like, don't worry about it. Just call up there and leave them a message. And she's like, you don't understand. I'm going to go back to prison.
For you to say, Kila, you've
oh
never
my
been in
God.
prison.
She was having a heart attack. She was up texting people, like every authoritative figure she could get in touch with, trying to let them know that the internet and the phone went down. And
That's
then
hilarious.
they had the cable people come out that Monday, and it was just because whatever I unplugged the router.
Gotcha.
So,
well, congratulations, Cassie, because
we are proud of you.
Yeah, no one in my family's ever completed probation or parole without at least 2. And mostly, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say at least 2. What's it called?
Violations. Yeah.
Yes. My mom would say, "This is." I don't even get this. I can't even grasp this. But she would say, I can't do probation. Just go ahead and give me my sentence. I'm like, what? And she would say, no, I can't do probation.
Because you have to check in
and you have to do
drug tests.
Yep, and pay fines. And she's like, no, just give me my time. I'm like, that's insane to me. But I've never had an addiction and I don't have a problem like obeying the law. So, but yeah, she would always say like, no, I cannot do probation. I want to just go ahead and give me my sentence and let me do it.
Okay, so I know you've been getting irritated with all the traffic and all the insane traffic. I mean, especially in Murfreesboro. I don't know how it is in Columbia, but it is so crazy here that you cannot
So we
go
are
anywhere.
in Tennessee, if you don't know, and I only recently, like the last 5 years of like actually even drove myself places because I had severe anxiety about driving, especially on the interstate. So only the last 5 years have I been able to travel by myself. But coming up here,
I pooted.
Oh, damn it! You should have put your ass to at least let everybody hear. Anyways,
I may kill everybody in the studio because I pooted.
Thank God for COVID because I can't smell real good. But anyways, so I'm coming up here, and
pooping.
What normally would just be like an hour drive is like an hour and 15 to hour and 20 because is it awful?
It is awful. It's in my mouth.
Kila. She's such a mouth breather. Is awful. And so while we appreciate that y'all love our state, Tennessee, because it's great, we're going to need y'all to go home wherever you're from. And if it's the government that you don't like, y'all need to change it. But we cannot house y'all.
We don't have any more room.
No, we're overflowing, and this is insane. What would normally take us a 15-minute drive is now taking us 45 minutes, and no, you're polluting our air, and you'll have to go home.
Do you know what they're doing?
What?
They're bringing the damn bears out.
Right.
We have bears in
Yes.
Murfreesboro and Smyrna and Columbia.
Yes, because y'all are fucking with their habitat, and so they're moving our way. Like, we already have, what was the hornets that we got a couple years ago?
Those yellow.
Yeah, the Japanese hornets or
Yeah.
whatever the hell they were called. Like, we already got those. But we got cicadas that we weren't supposed to get, and now we're getting bears. Like, y'all have got to go home because we're sorry, but we don't have any room for y'all. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here, okay? So, real nice state. Too bad you can't stay. You'll have to go home. Fix your government there. Like, whatever. I don't even know what the hell's going on, but I can tell you right now that
we don't have any more country to move to.
No, and I'm moving, like, literally I went okay, so, this past weekend, my husband and I went and looked at some land that is by his parents, and it's a mile away from the Alabama state line, okay?
Oh, God.
That's
You're
how
moving further away from
Yes.
me. No.
And while we couldn't see, like, the exact land, but it kind of joins his parents' land, his mom was like, "I just don't know why y'all don't build on our land." And I'm like, "I don't know, Linda. What if I want to do keg stands on the front porch?" And she's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "I don't even know. I've never even seen a keg. But what if I decide I want to do that?" And of course, she's clutching her pearls because she's like,
You've really seen a keg, though.
I don't know that I have.
Like a beer keg?
Yeah, I don't know that I have. I know my stepdad used to get them for, like, football games, but I don't remember seeing it. I don't know what it looked like.
Oh, hell. We're
Yeah.
going to have to teach you some things, Ashley.
I know. Because while I'm wild as hell and stuff like that, I'm also still sheltered because
Right?
I was so Martha Stewart, like from 18 to at least like 26, whatever. Anyways, so, and she's like looking at me like, and I said, "Well, what if I want to garden naked?" And she's like, "Well, why would you want to do that?" I'm like, "I don't know, but I probably won't ever want to do that. But what if I want to? I want to be able to do that. I need options, Linda. I cannot be where y'all can see me." Because the first time your husband comes to me and is like, "Y'all got a new front porch swing?" Yeah, we did. We sure did. Yeah, I sold feet pics for it, okay? Like, we're not the same people, and y'all don't want us on your land because, no. And so she's
You
like,
might have a babysitter, though.
no,
No? Okay.
no, scratch that. That would not happen.
Oh, okay.
But what if the babies want to run around naked on the land? I want them to be able to do that without them going, "Why are the babies naked on the land?" Like, no, it's my land. I want to do what I want to. So I said, it's just not a good idea that we,
Yeah.
that we're that close to neighbors. We're neighbors enough where we own our own land. And so if I want to do all the crazy things that I just said, I can do that. And you can't tell me otherwise. I don't like authority, and I don't like people telling me.
Well, I don't like you moving that far away.
I know. But, I really
Is that
want.
like Pulaski?
Oh, yeah. It's south of Pulaski. It's
Okay.
even further south than Pulaski. So it's like literally it would be like 1 mile to the Alabama line, which
Oh.
for some reason I find fascinating. I could go stand and be like, "I'm in Tennessee. I'm in Alabama. I'm in Tennessee." Why I think that's cool, I don't know. But I do.
I think
So
Morgan Wallen has a song about that.
he does?
Something about Tennessee and Alabama.
Oh, see?
It's probably
right there.
FU Alabama because
Well, yeah, because whatever.
yeah.
But we have been looking to move there because I'm like, we're on top of each other where we're at now, and it's not getting any better. And I want to be, some days I really want to be like a hippy dippy, super live off the land, stand barefooted.
Go braless.
Oh, I do go do that anyways, not because I'm
Oh.
like, I just want to free the tits because it's who the hell wants to wear a bra. But
Bras are awful.
yeah. So go home.
Go home so we can put the bears back in the country.
Yes.
If we can find any more country land because it's all gone.
Right. Oh, and the land that we're looking at could possibly be part of the Trail of Tears.
Oh.
So
it'd be even more haunted than what you're
right,
moving
exactly.
into, what you live now.
like that feels negative to me, and I'm like, oh hell. I mean, do we need more haunting than what we've already got?
No, you've got some haunting things that go on.
Yeah, and
with you a
it's
lot.
getting creepy. It's not creepy for me because I actually like the ghost thing, but for the kids and the babies, they're like, this is terrifying. The babies keep saying, like, the monsters are in my doorway. And I'm like,
Oh, they really think there's monsters
yeah.
in their doorway?
So we've convinced them that Gabby, our dog, eats the monsters. So every night at bath time, the 3-year-old says, Gabby eats the monsters. And I'm like, yes, she does. And I'm like, what kind of monsters? I'm like, is it a male monster? Because I'm like, who the hell is this? So I'm in the hallway like air fighting the monsters. Like, get the hell on. Do not scare the babies.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like you want to do. Here's the thing. So I have ADHD. So the ghosts are probably haunting the shit out of my house. I don't notice it because, I mean, they're probably going to push me down the stairs. Just like, this bitch don't notice anything. Like, the cabinet doors are always open.
The
but,
lights are blinking. Hello.
Right.
Hello.
But I'm like, oh, that's just me because I halfway put the switch on. Or if I go in the kitchen and the doors are open, I'm like, I forgot to close. And they're like, bitch, we are literally trying to get your attention and it ain't working because I'm just like, I mean, something's misplaced. Duh, that's my life. That's what I do. So, I was in the shower a couple weeks ago and something flew off the counter. Did I already talk about this?
No.
So Bub, the 3-year-old, has like these binoculars that we got at the zoo and they were on the counter.
Yeah.
And when I'm in the shower, I hear something hit the floor. So I think it's the babies. And I'm like, I ripped the curtain open and the binoculars are like in the middle of the floor. Like if they would have just fell off from maybe the vibration of the shower, say that happens, they would have fell like right down off. But they were like in the middle of the floor. And I'm like, so I'm in the shower and my shower or my bathroom butts up against my daughter's room. So I'm sure she's like, who the hell is she talking to? But I'm like, all right, look here. Y'all are going to have to stop because you're doing what you can do, whatever. You're not breaking my shit. You're not going to be breaking shit. You're not going to be throwing shit. Like, this is too much. Y'all
So you're just having a conversation with
Yeah. She thought I was on the phone, like, while I'm in the shower. I'm not. I'm talking to the ghost. I'm like, look here. Real nice house. Too bad you can't stay, okay? You're going to have to.
Listen, Linda, take your
Right.
ass on.
Yes. So then a couple of nights goes by. The babies are crying in the middle of the night, but it's like not just crying. It's like screaming. And I'm like, of course, Hagen's like, he was so scared. He's like, go see what that is. So I like am walking on water because I'm like trying to get there. And they're like, the little boy's like, the monster's in the doorway. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I will fight a ghost. I know the hell you're not about to scare my babies.
Oh my God. Have you ever seen the movie The Entity?
Yes.
That's what it
I know.
reminds me of.
So I go in there and he's like, it's downstairs. It's downstairs. I'm like, oh, I will go down. I will fuck a ghost up. So I'm Ghostbuster in my ass downstairs. But then as I'm like on the way down, I'm like, what if it's an intruder? And I'm like down here, like, air fist flying, fighting ghosts, windmilling the damn ghost. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm not actually prepared for an intruder.
Oh my God.
But I get down there and there's nothing down there. And I'm like, so I walk through the hole downstairs and I come back and I'm like, baby, there's nothing down there. And he's like, you promise, Mimi? And I'm like, I promise. There's
I thought
nothing.
you were talking about Hagen.
Oh, no.
Baby, there's nothing down there.
No, right. But the little boy, I'm like, no. And he's like, he's good. And I'm like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, there's nothing down there. Mimi went down there and I fist fought the air and, said Hail Marys and prayed and all that. So he's like, okay. And so he went on to sleep. And because I laid in bed, like waiting for another, outburst, but nothing happened. And then me and my daughter have heard like somebody fall over the gate in the hallway. Like it's just been like, damn, y'all are not even like playing anymore. Like y'all motherfuckers is serious. So I don't know if anybody out there is like, you can sense things and you know who this is. Let me know because I'm addressing them like Bob, Linda, what, I'm naming all these names. Like, whoever the hell this is, y'all gonna have to go the hell on somewhere. This is my damn house. And you're not about to scare my kids. Like this is too much. So anyways, that's been happening and I'm not scared, but my daughter is terrified and her friend has been here for like almost a week now. And she's like, so we heard a baby crying the other day. I'm like,
shut up.
Damn. We went from like Cheryl to
she brought the whole family.
Right. Like, what the hell is this? So I need some help. If anybody out there knows what the hell I'm going through, let me know because.
Yeah. And then if you know of any haunted places that we could go and visit, let us know that too.
Yeah.
You can email us at the Barbara Jean and Wanda at gmail.com.
That's right.
Or you can call us at, oh hell, I'll get that in a minute.
We'll post that because that's a lot to remember. The 615 something.
999 and then what? I feel like Trent says it. We'll post it.
Yeah, I'll
give you your number.
Right. So
okay, so let's get back to these animals. Because are you like freaking out with these animals? Because I'm like, what the hell's going on?
With the bears?
There was a bear in Destin, Florida.
Oh.
Swam up from the ocean.
What?
The
No.
bear was in the I didn't even know that we had bears in Florida.
I didn't either.
Yeah, there
Did
was
they know that they had bears in Florida?
Yeah, I
Or is
guess
this
it's
brand
a
new
thing.
information?
Which my
Okay.
dad was like, Kila, Naples, Florida. I mean,
Oh,
it
yeah.
has, the Amazon.
Swamps
And I'm like,
and-
oh, bears though? I mean, I don't know.
I would think it would be
It
too
was
hot
all
for
over
them.
TikTok where the bear was like in the ocean and like a boat captain is like, oh, there's a bear.
No, I did not know
That
this.
is not normal.
Right.
And then you have all the crazy sharks in Florida now, which I know it's their where they
Territory,
live,
yeah.
but I mean, they like coming up in Crab Island and shit trying to eat people.
Ain't there enough like mysterious shit out in the middle of the ocean that they can eat that they don't need to come ashore?
Yeah, well, the sharks are like aggressive this year, or maybe it's just TikTok makes them look aggressive
Right.
because
Yeah.
they're like attacking all kinds of shit. And then you've got the orca whales who are sinking boats. Have you not seen Ashley? Where have you been? They're like eating the rudders off of these boats.
I
in
literally know
Spain.
every word to Blippy and Miss Rachel, but I know none of this world
Yes,
shit.
yes. Well,
I need to get
mine's
caught up.
only about animals.
Okay, well that's fine. I don't know any
but
of that.
the orcas are like are trying to sink boats, and they're like working together. Like they say they're smart and they're working together
Dolphins do that.
because they have like maybe a boat injured one or something.
Oh, so they're retaliating.
Yes, and then they're like teaching these young orcas how to do it, and I'm like,
Did you know that dolphins can rape women
yes,
and they gang up?
their penis is really long too.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
And they gang up on other dolphins and like gang rape female dolphins.
Yeah, we swam with the dolphins, and I mean, I was like, have y'all seen where they rape people? And everybody on our cruise thought I was crazy,
They're
but
like, "Nah." But here's the thing: if you got a dolphin figurine in your house, just know it might be a gangbanger, and you're promoting that shit because they're cute. But whatever. Anyways, so yeah, I did not know that. No,
yeah, all the animals are like going batshit crazy, and I'm like, they're learning, they're being smart.
something's happening.
I'm like, all these crazy movies where the animals get smart, so it's happening.
Oh yeah, and we're all just like la-di-da. We're on TikTok scrolling Facebook all day, and they're like, "Bitches, we're sending sirens up," and y'all. I mean, clearly, hello. I'm over here like, so what's the new Miss Rachel episode?
And you got a lady here in Tennessee who swears she's pregnant by Bigfoot. Like it
Well-
was a whole newspaper article. I mean,
When's the baby? I can't wait for the baby to be born because it's
know.
going to be like
well, her
Alf.
husband looks like Bigfoot,
Oh,
and he's older. I'm like, what?
so the baby could be like Alf, or like the Grinch.
Yeah, like I'm like, these people are insane.
So let's talk about, because the podcast name is Raising Barbara Jean and Wanda, and clearly me and Kilo feel like we raised our moms. But let's go back to Barbara Jean, because she didn't see a Bigfoot, but she did feel or hear
Oh,
what might have been a Bigfoot at one time. So my thing is
look, I'm
is
showing
why, oh dear Jesus Lord.
you.
So they're
Right-
from the trailer park.
right here in Tennessee.
Of course they are.
And then you got a man goes around
do.
dressed up like a dog.
Yeah, that's called furries. That's a thing now.
And I'm like, listen, they shouldn't be able to claim them furries on their taxes. I'm sorry.
Right.
If I can't claim my dogs on my taxes, they should be able
Right.
to claim their dog on their taxes.
That's right. Well, Barbara Jean said that her and her ex-husband were at a graveyard, because apparently that's where they went to go smoke pot,
Oh,
They heard huge stomping through the woods and kind of like ran away. But she also had a episode or an encounter with what could have been a UFO. So my question to you is, do we think this is like related to the drug use, or do you think people are susceptible to paranormal things attracting to them?
when they're high, maybe, or just when they're.
You think that they lower their vulnerability when they're high so that these things like actually do happen, or you're saying they think that these things happen?
I think they probably think it's happening.
But here's the thing. There's other people with them, like witnesses. So it's, you know what I mean? So it's not just them.
Okay, so it's not just.
Yeah. So I wonder if certain people are just more attracted to things that are supernatural or paranormal, and it happens to them. You know what I mean? Because none of the instances was she by herself.
Huh. I mean, there's a lady that comes to my office, and she swears that she has seen Bigfoot numerous times.
I am so conflicted by Bigfoot.
I know.
Because how does even just say 40% of the people see them or believe in them, but there's no evidence. Like there's no, like, okay, so you get the video, whatever, but there's no, where are the bones? When they die, what happens? Like, that's what I don't get.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Where do they shit? Wouldn't we see their shit?
I don't know.
What do they eat? Are they carnivores? Are they herbivores?
I mean, if they're in the woods, I'm good because I ain't going to be out there much.
But that doesn't, I don't understand it. Like, I want to believe it. Like, so somebody saw it. Like, cool, okay, you saw it. But, like, where's the evidence behind it?
Have you
know?
seen those big, like, cut-out Bigfoots that people put in their
Yes.
yards?
That will look like a shadow.
Yes.
Yeah.
My son,
Silhouette.
where he lives at, like, there's a road, and they're everywhere.
Oh.
Like, on this big farm, and then they decorate them. So, like, at Valentine's Day, they have on a red
Oh.
little bow. Christmas, they have on a
Nice.
Christmas hat. But if you're going down the road, it scares shit out of you at night.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'm so thoroughly confused. Like, I feel like ghost has been proven, even though it's not like, you know, you don't have like ghost poop or whatever, but you've been places where you're like, I just didn't feel like awesome. Well, I guess some people don't have that actually. Some people are like, oh, absolutely not, it's not. But like, I know for myself, I've lived in homes and I've had things happen that's like,
Yeah, yours is crazy. And my friend Tracy, hers is pretty crazy too
Yeah.
with the ghost stuff. And then I expected to like see or feel ghosts when we were in Savannah, and I didn't.
I don't either.
One of the girls that were with us, though, this one bar, she was like, I just want to get, like, she almost started crying. She wanted to get out of there. She was like, I just want to leave.
She felt.
Yeah.
See, I don't. I'm like you. I'm like,
But I mean, that girl got on my nerves, little tour person, so I was
Yeah.
already done. I'm like, oh, whatever.
yeah.
But we did get to go to the cemetery, which they said it was the first time in 10 years that it had been open. So we
Oh.
got to go in. We had to hurry up and leave because people were making us leave. But then they took us to the other bar on the other side of the damn cemetery, and the gate was open over there. And I'm like,
Lies.
Yeah, but it was neat because it was a lot of old.
Diabetes.
Yeah, it was a old cemetery, and a lot of people died from what is it, the yellow fever?
Fever. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yellow fever? Yeah, back in the days. But I don't know. People are just.
I know. So much of it's like talked about. You're like, I don't really.
But
That's
we
like,
would love to hear your stories if you've got any.
Hell yeah, because we're gonna have like spooky episodes in October.
Yeah.
So send us your ghost stories because we want.
Yeah,
those.
if you have any weird thing.
Yeah,
I should have my cousin on and let her tell about her ghost soldier friend.
Also, like, weigh in on what I just asked. Like, do you think that people who have addiction or even like mental illness, do you think that they're more susceptible to it, or do you think that they create it? You could create it, or it's not really there. They just think it is. Because I often wonder that. I'm like, it's really weird to me how some people have all these encounters, and then some people never in their whole entire life.
Yeah. My mom loved scary movies and
Yeah,
anything.
mine too.
Like she
And
was,
I'm very intrigued by them.
yeah. I used to be, but I mean, they kind of. I was when my kids were little because I'd make them get in the bed with me and go to sleep, or I'd like go get them up and put them in my bed so I could watch a scary movie.
Yeah.
And then my daughter is terrified of that movie about the Tooth Fairy.
Oh, I don't think I've ever
She
seen it.
said I ruined her whole.
I don't
childhood.
even like scary movies. I like real stories. Also, was listening to. I heard this somewhere, read this somewhere, that if true crime calms you, that's not normal.
Oh God.
And I was like, it said if you go to bed with true crime, that's not normal. That's actually a trauma response. And
Really?
yeah. So it would be, it's kind of the same thing as like the addicted to chaos kind of thing. Like, I'm like, that makes sense. I thought everybody like loved forensic files going to sleep. But no, that's actually a trauma response. And it calms you to have chaos and all that. And that's how you go to sleep. I'm like, oh, that's weird.
Brian Carr, did you hear that? Because that's what he watches when he goes to bed every night.
So-
He puts it on the.
Yep.
Is it ID channel? Or,
investigation,
Do you know what
discovery.
triggers me though with him? He used to watch, which I think they took him off the air, all the police shows.
Yes.
Like the 911 Live
Yes.
and all
Body
you hear is
cam.
like the whoop whoop, and I'm like, I
Cops.
hate it.
Yep.
And
My sister hates it.
And I'm like, I wonder if it's because that's what I heard when I was
Yes.
younger.
Well,
Whoop, whoop.
well, my sister hates cops. Like, she cannot watch cops. She's like, it just sends me into PTSD
Oh,
because, like, she's like, I hate that. I can watch it some, but I do eventually like start feeling bad for the perpetrator, and I'm like, well, don't treat him like that. And I'm
bless
like,
his heart.
I know. And then I'm like, well, they did do the crime. Like, nothing is cut and dry with me. Everything is like, I have black and white, and then I have gray, and then I have like light gray, and then so yeah, you would never want me on a jury because I'd be like, he didn't mean to stab his mom in the face 62 times.
Or she probably deserved
Right.
it.
That
Maybe.
one
What
time
did she do?
Right. She put him down. And so that lived in the back of his head. Going back to, because I was going to say today, Kila has all of her notes and, she has like a filing system and stuff. And all I have is a napkin from Hardee's where I ate my biscuit with what I was going to talk about today. And one of the attributes that I get from Barbara Jean is that I'm a fixer.
5 minutes.
So I do like to fix people. And although I like to fix people, I don't go as in depth as I used to. I used to like really rein people in and like, let's work it. But now I'm like, if people are like, yeah, I have a headache, I'm like, have you had water today? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, do you have plug-ins in your house? And then I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm doing that thing again where I'm like trying to fix people and I got to like let people be what they are. But we'll talk more on that next time because are you a fixer?
Yes.
You are?
I am.
I am too.
I am a fixer. So I'm just going to give an update on my Allstate
Yes.
situation. And so they still have not settled my vehicle claim where my husband wrecked the truck, and I'm still really mad about it.
So we still do not like the guy.
No, he's still a dick.
Mm.
Don Dermer, you're still a dick, and I mean, I'm going to say it until I don't even care. But I mean, why you pay for insurance and for them to screw you over?
Yeah.
Why are you going to get full coverage on a vehicle and they don't want to cover it full coverage? What does that make sense?
No, that's how they get rich.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. But hopefully, by the time we do our next episode, we will have
solved.
Yes, get it resolved somehow. If they weren't trying to lowball us, it would have been resolved.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, again, we love y'all.
We do love y'all. Don't get Allstate because you're not in good hands.
We need feedback. We are on Instagram. We are on YouTube. We are on TikTok, which is not under Barbara Jean and Wanda, but Trailer Park Chronicles and My Lost and Found Sisters. We're going to get there eventually. Email barbarajeanandwanda@gmail.com. Instagram is Barbara Jean and Wanda.
Yeah, and we will post our number. Let me see if I can pull it up here real quick. Oh, it's right here. It's the WhatsApp number.
Oh. So, we need your feedback. What do y'all want to hear? What do you not want to hear? We know that the dry mouth, we already know. We tried to be very...
And thank you to all of you who have gone in and left a message because we appreciate that.
Yes, because we need to know. And...
yeah, because we're trying.
And we want to hear your stories because we know we're not the only ones that raised our parents. We know that.
Oh, my gosh, no. I know there's so many people out there.
So let us in on your crazy so we don't feel as crazy. Okay? So, like always, we can talk shit about our moms, but no one else can.
Because we will cut you if you do.
And have a great week, bitches.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.